Welcome to Independent World, your trusted global South-focused news and analysis platform. At a time when the world is reshaping itself, fractures in old empires, collapsing neo-colonial structures, and rising local leadership, some nations are stepping up to write their future in their own language, on their own terms. Today, we bring you such a story, the beginning of a new diplomatic chapter between Burkina Faso and Bangladesh. A historic moment in Ouagadougou, the capital of Burkina Faso. It was here that President Captain Ibrahim Traoré recently welcomed ambassadors from 8 countries. But these diplomats didn't just come to fulfill formal protocol. They came carrying new possibilities and perhaps the seeds of friendship. Among the 8 nations, the presence of Bangladesh stood out in particular. When Bangladesh's ambassador presented his credentials to President Traoré, it was not merely a diplomatic gesture. It was the forging of a symbolic and strategic bridge between 2 sovereign nations with shared hopes for a just and independent future. Burkina Faso's diplomatic shift. Burkina Faso is in the middle of a radical transformation. The French military has been asked to leave. Security is being rebuilt from within. A new constitution is in the making. A new leadership model is emerging, rooted in national pride and people's power. In this context, President Traoré's initiative to strengthen ties with Bangladesh is not just an economic gesture, it's a strategic, ideological move. Burkina Faso is seeking partnerships that are based on mutual respect and practical value, not dependence or debt traps. Bangladesh is one of those ideal partners. Why Bangladesh? Over the last 50 years, Bangladesh has fought its way through poverty, natural disasters, and political turbulence, and emerged as a development success story. Today, it is the 2nd largest exporter of garments in the world. Its agriculture is digitally enabled. Its healthcare system has deep rural reach, and it pioneered microcredit, empowering women and families through financial inclusion. Burkina Faso is eager to learn from this experience. It sees value in Bangladesh's hands-on expertise, its low-cost, high-impact models, and its ability to scale development in resource-constrained environments. The 2 countries have agreed to collaborate in 5 priority sectors. Textiles. Bangladesh's success in garment exports can support Burkina Faso's cotton transformation. Agriculture. Climate-smart farming and mechanization are key areas of learning. Education. Skills training, vocational and technical education could become a shared growth zone. Healthcare. Bangladesh's rural health model is practical and scalable. Microfinance. The Grameen Bank model can empower women and youth in Burkina Faso. South-South cooperation. For decades, we've heard about North-South partnerships, but these relationships were often unequal, extractive, and externally imposed. Now a new model is emerging: South-South cooperation. Countries in the global South, like Burkina Faso and Bangladesh, are choosing to learn from each other, collaborate across borders, and co-create development solutions. Here's what makes this model different. It is based on mutual respect. It avoids debt dependence and political coercion. It is grounded in practical, tested experience. This is a new worldview, one where African nations are no longer asking for charity, but offering leadership. Implication for the future. This partnership isn't just economic, it's cultural and psychological. If Burkina Faso and Bangladesh succeed, they could create a template for future Afro-Asian partnerships. This model could be applied to climate adaptation collaborations, youth employment programs, women-led financial empowerment networks. This shows us we don't need permission to develop. We don't need pity. We need partnerships. The message is simple. Real change begins when we respect one another and walk together. Burkina Faso and Bangladesh are showing us what that looks like. Share your thoughts in the comments, like the video, share it with others, and don't forget to subscribe to Independent World, your voice from the rising global South. Thank you for seeing.